Benjamin, shall we start with you? You've gone for something in the Daily Mail, is that right?
So it's this Nicholas Witchell, who has been the BBC's Royal Correspondent for the last 25 years and is now moving on. You can only imagine that he was holding on to that job desperately until the Queen's sad death arrived, because you wouldn't want to resign until that happened. But he has moved on, and he's given an interview discussing what it was like, and he's talked a lot about Harry and Meghan, and he criticises both sides of that story. He says that he would have thought Meghan is intelligent enough to understand that the royal family were trying desperately, but there was an inescapable culture clash, he says. He says that he doesn't think it was about racism. He thinks it's about the fact that she was from California and they had such different cultures that they weren't able to make it work. But he also says that he thinks it was desperately sad for the late Queen, who so wanted it to work, but that Prince Charles, now King Charles, now this is a man that Nicholas Witchell and the now King are said to not get on terribly well, and he says that he really should have put more effort in because he thinks Prince Harry could have been saved from the corner that he's now in.
And why do you think Nicholas Witchell is saying all this?
Well, he's left the job. He's left the BBC after 2.5 decades. And, you know, nobody has had a ringside seat to just about the most dramatic years, the most tumultuous years the royal family have had besides the 90s, than Nicholas Witchell. So he has this exceptional insight. And, of course, at the BBC, he had to keep his opinions about this to himself for so long.
Oh, gosh, yes. I mean, they
itching to tell people the real deal.
BBC famously keeping their opinions to themselves. Connor, just quickly, your view on that. Do you buy that from Witchell?
I hate to be a Scrooge, but besides the pomp and ceremony of the last few years, the Jubilee and the Queen's funeral and the coronation as a celebration of Britishness, I'm kind of exhausted with the royal racism row stuff.
Yeah.
I really would have hoped that if Harry and Meghan truly wanted their privacy, they wouldn't keep parading themselves out in front of Netflix on an Oprah. Just leave them to it and stop disparaging the dignity of the institution.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, Connor, but apparently there are big things to come in 2024 for Harry and Meghan, or just Meghan, maybe.
She's turning down offers left, right and centre.